Hey y'all, Dr. Mel here. Thanks for joining me today. Before I get started, because I wanted to pop on and just do a quick video while I had some time, please make sure that you hit the like, the subscribe, that you let other people know about this channel, especially if you know of someone who is experiencing or going through a divorce right now. Send this to them and encourage them so that they can know that they're not alone in this season and in this process. So y'all, I wanted to come on just because I felt like I needed to do a video just to affirm you as an individual once you walk through a separation, the breakdown of a marriage, that you are beautiful, that you are valuable, that you are really just amazing, even in this season right now of having to heal, of having to kind of regroup and determine who you are as an individual person. I know when I went through my divorce, and if you haven't watched the other videos, you got to watch them to get the backstory. So I won't spoil it for you. But, I know when I was going through my divorce, one of the things that I really struggled with for a time was just understanding who I was as a person following being married. And I was married for 12 years. I was married at 21. So that gives you kind of a sense of just how long I was connected to another individual, and in many ways found, I think, a good deal of my identity as being married. And so now that I'm not married, I'm grateful now to have the mindset that I am, my own person, that I have my own unique personality and value and worth. And this may not be everybody who goes through a divorce where you feel like you lose a sense of identity, because some people just are very strong in understanding and knowing who they are, even when you are coupled with somebody. So that might not have been part of your struggle or even your healing process. But for me, it really was me valuing and loving who I was after I was divorced, and not feeling any less than of a person because I went through that process and season of my life. And now, hindsight is 2020. I was divorced in 2018, where everything was official, and now here it is 2021. So it hasn't been that long that I don't remember those feelings, but I think it has been long enough that I can really appreciate the growth that took place as I processed through the divorce, and the ways in which I learned to appreciate and value who I was, and to do the good work, just like the late great John Lewis says, good trouble. Well, I had to do that good work to understand that that there's something that I need, or some things that I needed to work on to have a true appreciation for who I was and who I was created to be, and to see myself as valued and worthy of love, and truly a person that for which there is no one else that is like, meaning there's nobody else like me. And so if I'm going to be my authentic self, that means I have to value being my authentic self. That means I have to value the uniqueness that makes me who I am. And that value can't come from someone else, and no one else can give me that value. So no relationship that I have, barring my relationship with the Lord, because I am a person of faith, can cause me to feel like I am somebody. I shouldn't be with someone that makes me feel like I'm nobody. However, I can't rely on anybody else to make me feel as if I have worth and value. That's something that I just have to know. I have to believe. I have to walk in it. I have to own it. And so I wanted to do this video just to remind those that might be in a situation where they're going through a divorce or a season of separation, that you have value and worth that really is not predicated on your relationship status. And although you might be in a season right now where you are hurt, where you feel maybe abandoned, where you feel broken, this is an opportunity for you to begin to heal in ways that, maybe the problems in your marriage might have elevated, but weren't necessarily 100% responsible for. So meaning if you go into a marriage not having a good sense of self, not valuing who you are, not knowing your worth, not appreciating how you've been created and who and what you are, then the problem is just going to intensify in the marriage, right? And so we don't look to marriage or people to fix those things. Those are things that we just have to really come to our own healing process in. And then so that when you do join with someone else, you are joining as a complete and whole person. So that's why I don't really, subscribe to the idea that another person completes individuals. I never even said that when I was married, but I just really don't subscribe to that idea that it takes someone else to make you you. I just don't think that's the case. But again, to each his own. What I do believe though is that wholeness is something that we should strive for in ourselves, and that we can be a complete person by ourselves. And that I think the beauty of the human spirit and the human condition is that you see how much depth there is in one person, in one being, in one individual. And then of course, when you add two whole people together, then again, it just makes the world that much more fruitful and that much more blessed. Yet one individual person by themselves is no less than an individual because they are by themselves. So I hope for anybody that might be, tossing these ideas in their head as you're going through the process of divorce, that you just do understand that God desires for you to be a complete person, and that you feel that you are working towards, if you don't know that already, that completeness. And that the journey that you're on right now literally is an opportunity for you to discover the best things about yourself, the most amazing things about yourself, and to do that good work that's necessary so that you can be that healthy, whole, and complete individual. So I hope that blessed somebody. Please make sure you check out the other videos, as I said.